Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another Galactic challenge video. Oh boy, it is a challenge today, isn't it? I'm really not in the mood for any stories from the lore today because of this. It's an absolute RNG fest. Obviously there is some strategy behind it, but oh boy, get ready to set aside about an hour to try and knock this out. So as always, I'll cover the modifiers, the feats, and the mods that on my team and some of the mechanics here. But I know RNG will play a huge part in all of this. More about it later. Let's look at the modifiers first. So we got Geonosis Arena because we're on the planet of Geonosis. And yeah, I mean, it sounds nice, but let's just move on. Sure, you get some extra health, offense, whatever. And then sweeping strikes, so your older public will be immune to tenacity down. They'll start with lots of tenacity, which is okay, I guess. But what we would really need is that you get stacking evasion, right? Not stacking tenacity. Tenacity doesn't really help us much here at all. Whereas the enemy, they get an amazing modifier. So the summoned Separatists will get plus 50% speed, health, protection, and damage, while the rest half of those bonuses. And they will get summoned a sniper droid there as well. So oh boy, this team is very tricky. So as you can see, we got Newt, we got Sanfak, we got Dooku, we got Watt, we got Django, and obviously sniper droid will be summoned. So just looking at on the surface, this team, pretty easy to take out. But mind you, we have to use Old Republic. And Old Republic themselves, they don't have a whole lot of damage on their team, so pretty much relying on Canderous and his damage over times to do all the damage. The one that probably will be the trickiest one is evading 10 attacks. It will be tricky because even if you got Foresight, it won't really help you a whole lot. You can't evade Django's AoE, you can't evade there as well Dooku's basic, and Sniper Droid ritually can, on his second turn just instant defeat somebody, so it doesn't really matter all that much here. What you'll be doing more about it as I'll be playing through. Let's just first kick off with the Old Republic feed here. So I'm going with Bastila lead. That just that we start a little bit of extra bonus protection because oh boy, these guys hit really hard and they'll burn for your guys like it's nothing. Her basic can ability block, which is important, so you can keep Django under control in towards the end. And here, she can dispel, call somebody for an assist, and as well here special attack can stun as well, which is very important just to keep Django under control there, and Sandflag from counterattacking. And her speed there, Bastila mine, she's at 272, and we're getting extra 15% turn meter there from her leadership as well. We will need Jedi Revan here obviously for his direct focus, so we can ignore the taunt that Watt will put on Sandfag. Worth mentioning, if in case you don't know, the savior, if Revan is not in the slot, the savior will not apply to himself. So just in case that your Revan gets nuked and you're like, whoa, why the savior didn't trigger, that's because he was not in the leading slot. I do have him modded for speed, so you will need him fast because remember the enemy will be very fast because of their modifier. Got Julie here. Why Julie is useful, obviously he can call somebody for an assist, either if you need an ability block, or he can call Canderous to seize. Then obviously he can here revive, recover health, but for example Django there, if he defeats somebody you can't revive them. If Watt gets weapon tech out, that can prevent revives as well. And finally same thing with Sniper Droid, his special attack there will prevent revives. So his revives here probably won't be as used as you would think, just because the enemy has so many ways to prevent your revives. Now unlike otherwise, I have Julie modded for health. Here I just modded him for speed, so we can try and keep up here with the enemy and all the extra speed they have. Finally Johanny here, let me show you what she will do. She's here a key component really, because she will start with the pre-taunt under Bastila lead, and that will be very important for the strategy here in the battle. And her ability, boastful provocation, can stun the target. This will be also very important. I'll explain in the battle why that will be. And then also her other special, if in case you don't know, can also apply stagger if she's in stealth. So this will a little bit help you as well to push back enemies turn meter if needed. And then I modded her for potency, some speed as well, so hopefully, you know, we can land that stun. And finally, the key character here, Canderous. And his basics, as you can see, he will pretty much triple tapping on his basic, applying damage over time, and finally, most importantly, applying tenacity down. Because the enemy looks like, especially Sunfac, they got very high tenacity, trying to land stun on them was nearly impossible. So we'll make use here from the basic attack with Canderous to apply tenacity down, so we can get those stuns and ability blocks out there on the enemy, so we can somewhat control them. Now from here is unique here, he'll be getting lots of bonus turn meter, and because he'll be triple tapping, he will be pretty much going over and over and over again. And finally, his other unique there as well, we'll be applying damage over time effects on top of that as well. And finally, mine's a Gear 12, so he won't do a whole lot of damage, but I did put, you know, some good set on him with some speed and damage as well. But mostly, you know, damage over times will do all the work for you. Alright, that's the team. Let's hop in and let's just go through this one. Okay, there we go. So Sunfang has a taunt. There we go. So first things first, you will want to go after Sniper Droid here, because remember, he can instantly defeat somebody. Then we can get Canderous going. Now here I'll target Sunfac to get tenacity down on him, and that's why you need a Johanny there just to eat that counter attack from Sunfac so Canderous can survive. Then go ahead, standard Sunfac with Johanny, and then you just keep going here on Sniper Droid. Just keep going, keep stacking those dots on him. Alright, that's it, and there he goes. Up next, Sunfac. So here you will just have to bear for a minute or so while you burn through Sunfac's protection so that you can target somebody else. Worth mentioning there in the beginning, what you will want is Newt to put extortion on Johanny, not to dispel her taunt. Because if he dispelled the taunt from Johanny as his first move, then when Canderous taps their Sunfac can counterattack and instantly defeat your Gear 12 Canderous. And Johanny there, she got defeated as well, but obviously Savior triggered from Revan, which then dispelled the stun, so she was able to get a turn and get a stun off. This will also depend in the beginning who Sniper Droid will stun. In my case it was Johanny. If he would maybe stun Bastila or something like that, that can happen, or you know, Revan can't be stunned, so there's a little bit of RNG who they will stun. So in case Johanny's Savior there doesn't trigger in beginning, you always have then Bastila to follow up with her special ability to apply stun on Sunfac instead of Johanny. So it's either Johanny or Bastila, whichever gets turn first needs to apply stun on Sunfac, so Sunfac is not you can't counterattack. Right, I also will now apply tenacity down on Django, so we can then land a stun here. Perfect. And then we just have to go back over to Sunfac. So yeah, let's just cleanse off actually extortion first. You need to try and keep extortion out of control, so then get extra speed. There goes Dooku, he just died from damage over times. Sunfac, what? Newt, you have to take out twice, and this is where things sometimes can get dicey. Especially if we have too much extortion on the board. Unfortunately, can't swap their meter with Canderous there. He's no Jedi. So just go ahead here, swap with Jolie, and we can now call Basti assist for an ability block on Django. There we go. Get some offense down going as well to reduce their damage. All right, Django still has unfortunately their damage immunity. Yeah, I'll just get Canderous going again. At least we can apply some in the meantime dots on Newt. Let's get extortion off as well. Perfect. There you go, offense down there, really kind of lowering Django's damage output. Okay, damage immunity gone from Django, so let's just go all out on him now. But remember, my Canderous is Gear 12, so if Django gets a big hit on him, he could regain Bounty Hunter's Resolve, so just something worth mentioning here. Just keep going after Django. I think dots should be able to take out Newt, I think, hopefully. Yeah, let's do stagger now. Perfect. Can do now an AoE, push turn meter back, reapply offense down on Django as well. So hopefully my candy can survive. Come on, keep it going, keep it going. That's it. I will save direct focus for when Django comes back to life, actually. So just I can mark him straight away and increase his cooldowns. Just basics, come on, come on. There we go. Here comes his AoE. There we go. Jahani barely survived that one. So there's always danger here. Even once you're down to Django, sometimes things can get tricky. That's why landing stuns, ability blocks will be very important. And there we go. That's why I was saving direct focus for after Django lost Bounty Hunter's Resolve. Come on, almost get him out. Come on, come on, come on. Let's pop turn meter with Jolie, and boom, there we go. And that's what you need to do here. You just have to make a use of Canderous, you know, infinite turn meter loop and his dots. As long as you can keep Django and Extortion out of control, as I did there, you should be good to go. Now, we've got the Evasion fit. Oh boy, this one took a while, because again, we have no progress here, so we don't know how many times we evaded at all. So first of all, you have to take out Sniper Droid, because then on his second turn, he'll just instantly defeat somebody. Even Savior from Revan will not help you there. That attack will prevent revives. And now the whole idea here really is, obviously use Jedi Knight look there for stun, just to keep everybody under control. And then just try to take your time after you take out Watt and Sniper Droid. See if Dooku's basic attacks would be able to be evaded. This would be a whole lot easier, but his basic cannot be evaded, unfortunately. The Newt himself, he won't use his basic attack a whole lot because his both specials have very short cooldowns. Django's AoE cannot be evaded as well. So it's really hard here to find some evasion. So the whole strategy here is get Sniper Droid out, get Watt out, then try to keep these guys under control, and then just hopefully Sanfak keeps counterattacking enough your guys. So there you go. He didn't want to counterattack there. I was like, counterattack, come on, counterattack. Let's call Yoda here for the heal, get a stun, just so we have some time to recover health. Let's mark Newt. Because another thing about Extortion is, if you don't clear it off, it will dispel all your buffs, and then you will lose your foresight. So it's kind of another thing you have to account for here when you're going up against these guys. Alright, let's heal up with foresight. There we go. Oof, unfortunately took out Sanfak there. Because he was my main source really of evading, because he can counterattack and then your guys can evade. Right, I lost here Yoda, so I think now let's just try and finish this battle as quickly as we can. But again, hopefully I dodged enough. There we go. Was able to dodge a big rocket here, and then Nuku, he's very annoying with his counterattacks, because then he recovers protection and things like that. So let's just call him out for an assist here. Come on, get him out. Stun. So now I'm just like in survival mode. And as well, I think his ability block or something, you know, he likes to apply it a lot. He can stun you. There we go. Alright. So let's just stay off Dooku for now. Go after Django here. I will save their assist from Yoda for when Dooku comes out of stealth, so I can call assists on him and hopefully take him out. There we go. Alright. Stun. Call assist. Get Dooku out. Get Django out. And then hopefully I dodged enough. Fingers crossed. Come on. Yes, there we go. We evaded 10 attacks. I mean, progress counter here would be very, very useful, because, you know, I dragged on the battle for about like 6 minutes or something, whereas maybe I was done in 4 minutes already. But again, you know, without counter, I have really no idea how many times I evaded. Anyway, guys, hope you find this video useful and helpful. Get ready for some frustration with this one, that you get RNG lined up. But, you know, keep going. You'll get there. I believe in you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. But until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.